Hi, this is Gary Kay. We are here at InfoComm 2021, believe it or not, and I am with Jim Hoodlebrink with Draper. How you doing, Jim?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Jim is the manager of AV distribution, but you kind of wear many hats. In fact, I believe you were the showrunner for InfoComm.
Yeah, and I probably have the age on everybody else in my booth. I've been here with Draper for 28 years now.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that. And the Draper's got this unique sort of like let's call it something that no one else in the entire industry has. They more than double the population of the town that they're in whenever people are working from 8 to 5. Is that right?
That's right. Spiceland's a very small place,
yeah.
So this is an opportunity for us to travel a little bit when we get out of our small town.
Yeah, but like like I'm a huge Indiana fan because I'm a college basketball fan, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Draper. So let's talk about what's been going on since the pandemic. What can we expect when we kind of walk into your booth here? And we're gonna go around and shoot product videos on all the new stuff. But there's a couple of areas and a couple new products that we're specifically talking about here and showing.
Yeah, we've been expanding in the last several years into more and more custom products, which has led to what we've termed the phrase AVMS, audiovisual mounting solutions. But that has turned into several different options for custom applications, primarily focused on direct view LED applications. And a lot of that is highlighted in the booth this year in terms of what we can do, both as a standard mounted product as well as a custom solution.
It's all under the Foundation product line, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Foundation would be our base product in terms of standard wall mount for a lot of those direct view LEDs.
Yeah, and obviously LED is the future of the display market, and when you're mounting LEDs, it's not like mounting anything else, because I remember I've done monitor walls myself with LCDs, and when something's off a little bit, you just kind of push on the monitor a little bit, and it pops into place and stays there until someone touches it. Sure. With LED, you can't do that. When you're off 1 millimeter on the left side of a wall that's 300 inches wide, on the other side of the wall, you're going to have major problems.
Yes, it can cause you problems throughout the whole wall if you're not addressing it.
So tell me about some of the features that you have in there to make sure that it solves those problems, but also is easy to integrate.
Well, the key part for us was making sure we're following what the installers are after. They're after an easy install application, as well as addressing the X, Y, and Z product for the LED to make it as perfectly flat as possible. And the way to do that is to start with the mount and make sure that mount is as flat as possible before they're ever hanging the LEDs, because they're still going to have adjustments even after that fact. So when we can adjust that vertically, horizontally, and in depth at the beginning, we are solving a lot of those install problems.
And there's a lot of customization in the LED market. I mean, how are you addressing that?
We have a lot of trim choices as well, and that was kind of a unique thing. We were able to hit on making sure they had that trimmed out at the beginning, or if they needed it for even some unique products like the Barco Unicy, for those type of products, we made sure we could offer specialized trims choices there too.
So what else are you showing here in the booth? What else can I haven't had a chance to walk around, but obviously shades, I think you're the leading shade provider in our entire industry for electronic shades, and now you have a battery operated version, which I'm really excited about because I personally need that in my house, which is cool because it only needs to be recharged like every 500 or something like that.
500 cycles or so. That's been the fun thing. We've been in shades since 1902. That's when we started. So since then, we've just made sure we've been one of the biggest suppliers on the commercial side. We're taking that over here. We're even growing on the home theater side when it comes to window shades. We do have battery-operated shades, and we even have a battery-operated projection screen to tie into that as well.
What is that shade line? Is there a line of the battery-operated, or is it just have you integrated battery options into most of your shading products?
Our main commercial line is called the Flex Shades, and then there's a Flex Shade battery version. So we keep it pretty simple to make sure it's all easy to integrate. And you can either do it wirelessly, low voltage wise, or high voltage. So there's a lot of options for controls.
And is it just like I connect a USB-C cable to charge it, or how do I charge the battery?
Yeah, there's going to be a small wire tucked into the housing, and you can easily pull it down and plug it in, and it usually charges within 4 to 6 hours, and you're good to go for another 500 cycles.
Yeah, which means in a normal house, you're talking about at most every 6 months, probably more like closer to a year, and in business, same way as well, because unless you're automating that that up and down, you know, if you just divide it by 365, you know that you're going to be, you know, well, actually we're only in the office like 220 days a year, so it's definitely going to last a year, right? Unless you're raising and lowering those shades constantly, which most of us do it once a day and once every night, right?
Right. Well, shades might get a little more operation than the screen on the version, so screens might be a year, but shades usually are going to be 6 to 8 months, but the batteries still last a long time.
Yeah. What else? So did I miss anything? Did you miss anything? What else are you showing here at InfoComm?
Well, we still highlight for the rental staging companies. We have a fly cage that can be integrated into most projectors. We are going to show off our projector lifts. We still are stout at that particular area as well. And obviously highlighting some of the other custom things we're going to do.
Well, we're going to go around and shoot videos on all these products we've talked about. So all you got to do is search Draper in the video search window. One last question. Are you bullish, bearish, not sure yet about 2022?
Bullish.
Bullish. You feel good about it?
I feel
You're
like
getting
I
lots
do
of
feel
good
good
orders.
about
And supply-wise, you feeling comfortable? I mean, you're based here in the U.S., that's going to help you. But supply-wise, you feeling comfortable?
We've been feeling great about it. You know, we touch a lot as markets. In some markets, we're hit harder than others, but for the most part, everything looks fantastic for 22. As long as supply gets itself under control a little bit better, there's nothing holding anybody back.
We're batting 1,000 on that answer so far. It's helping me understand what 2022 is going to look like as well, because of course you know, if I had a crystal ball, I would have retired by now, because I could have bought stock in a company like Zoom back in February 2020, right? I mean, like think like that, and you know, a host of other companies out there. But I'll tell you, Draper's done really well, and you've been great support of the industry for 118 years now.
Right.
This is your 118th year in existence, based on what I heard, right? 1902,
Yes.
yeah. So did I do that right in my head? Or it's 19.
Right?
It's 119 years, yeah. So you've been a great supporter of the industry for a long time.
A long time.
And here you are right at the front of the convention center, as usual, at every single InfoComm. So thanks for joining us, and of course, search Draper in the video search window, and you'll find all the videos we shot.